All right, guitar picks. I'm going to talk just briefly about guitar picks. Beginning guitar players generally are different than advanced guitar players in that they like thinner picks. And so the different sizes that they come in are thin, medium, heavy, and extra heavy. Thin is technically like 0.40 to 0.60 millimeters. So they come in millimeters. The one that I'm holding right here, and again, you can't bend them at all. Beginning guitar players like to go with thinner ones. This one that I'm holding is a 0.60 millimeter, which is right on the border of thin and medium. Medium picks are like 0.60 to about 0.80 millimeters. Heavy picks are 0.80 to 1.2 millimeters. And then extra heavy, which is like for advanced guitar shredding, because they like super control and they're not going to let the pick fly out of their hands, is more around the 1.20 millimeters and up. So beginning guitar players, I would say, totally fine to start with the thin 0.40 all the way up to 0.60, but you're going to want to probably graduate as you get more control to the higher, the bigger thicknesses. The reason the thin ones beginner players like it is because it just gives you a little bit more control. You can hold on to it and it flexes as you hit the strings. So, it's not going to fall out of your hand as much. But the problem is it'll sound flappy. Like, remember when you were a kid and you were riding your bike and you took a playing card and maybe taped it on your spokes and it went, well, you get that kind of sound and it's kind of flapping as you play. And so the more advanced players are kind of like, I don't want that sound, that flapping. So they end up getting more thick picks. But you kind of have to learn to adapt to that the thicknesses. So every time you graduate to a bigger thickness, is that the right way to say it? Doesn't matter. It's going to feel different. And so you just kind of have to adjust to it as a while. My recommendation would not be like, oh, I'm going to go from thin and now I'm going to become a shredder. I'm going to go to extra heavy. You can do that, but the learning curve is going to just be a little bit greater. So those are the just primary differences of guitar picks. Hopefully that helps with our learning to play guitar. And great question from Regina Kellogg.